So before we get too far into the program, I do want to quickly recap a little bit of last week's race. Last week we raced in Portage Park, and as you all know, we ran into a few obstacles running through Portage Park, and so I just wanted to kind of give a quick example of what I was talking about. This is Heat 1 Impasta using that glitch turn, and then in Heat 2, we got some boxes coming around here. And the red car there is Buellman. And if you'll notice, when he comes to the boxes, he had to slow way down. And then we also, one more photo finish. This is for fourth place, but this is me putting the turbochargers on just like Risey did in race 1. So I think one thing that I've noticed as we go through these races, I've noticed that first and second don't seem to be contested a whole lot. We haven't had a whole lot of photo finishes unless you go back into second, third, fourth place finishes there, and then we get the photo finish. So it's really been an interesting season so far. We're at the halfway point of the season right now, racing the halfway point. So I wanted to also take a quick look at our leaderboard. This is after 2 races. As you can see, Sergeant Loco moves up 2 spots after last week's race to take the number one spot from Matt Suter, who dropped 1 space. Up to Dale, the biggest upward mover for the week, moves up 4 spots to 3rd. SC Kicker moves up a couple of spots to take 4th. Uplord 7 takes a drop down from 4th to 5th. And Mass Chef, yours truly, moves up 2 spots to 6th. Risey, the biggest down mover, our track, week 1 track record holder, drops 5 spots to 7th. And Code Ninja dropping 3 spots to 8th, and Impasta and Buellman rallying out the top 10 with no change. So let's quickly introduce our drivers for this week. Let's meet our drivers. Representing Locos Tipos Latinos Unidos, Sergeant Loco. Up the Dale, sponsored by Red Hook Residents. Representing Hyde Park Ninjas and Ninja Racing, SC Kicker and Co Ninja. Driving for Mahoney MV Motorsports, representing Mahoney MV Holdings, Matt Suter, Risey, and Uplord 7. Drivers for Castle Elite Racing, sponsored by Upland Construction Company and Upix World, Buellman, Impasta, and Mass Chef.
It's a good group of drivers.
Yeah, it's not just about the drivers either. I mean, it's not only a good group of drivers, but I just really want to give a shout out to all the sponsors that are sponsoring cars and both drivers in this race, in this racing series. So a big shout out to those guys. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them. All right. Dad, just go ahead.
No, we're ready to race with the first heat.
Yeah, okay with that? Before we get into the race, I know we got a few minutes here, but before we get into the first race, I did want to quickly run through a breakdown of the Gilded Gamers Hollywood Hills Raceway. Now, in comparison to Portage Park, this one is also very technical. We got 47 turns. However, this is a very short track. We're only right at 2 miles. 2 miles with 47 turns and some nasty turns. As we start to go around this track, you'll start to see here as some of these really sharp curves have a tendency to thin right out as far as the track is concerned. So our drivers are going to have to be on their toes today. Here's one of those turns right here. Boy, that gets really skinny in there. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Uh, because it's only a 2 mile track, it does make it a very fast track, even with as many turns as we have. So I would expect a considerable amount of subpar 1 minute laps. So this should be really, really exciting here, and can't wait to see it. So we're going to go into Heat 1 here in just a moment. We're going to be right back. We're going to have a quick commercial break with our sponsor, and we'll be right back with Heat 1. Today's race brought to you by the Hyde Park Ninjas.
Just like the game that we're making, we want to be here for years to come, starting with, the characters, the authentic techniques that are going to go into them. And then also the NFTs. We're going to put a lot of muscle behind the NFTs and show everybody how they work the right way.
All right, we are back, and just a quick reminder, we're going into Heat 1 here. Heat 1 has Impasta, Matt Suter, Up the Dale, SC Kicker, and Buellman running race 1. So hopefully these guys will lay one down for us and give us a good show here, which I'm sure they will. I have no doubt. So, we ready to get this started, Dak?
We're ready. Yep, everybody's qualified. We had 3 qualify under a minute. So Impasta coming up fast at 59.053. And then Buellman, Matsuda, Up the Dale, SC Kicker. I'm going to start this race. Good luck, everyone.
That's awesome. All right, I'd like to see that Castle Elite team at the top of that qualifying grid there for sure.
She's been having that luck where she qualifies really high on the qualifying lap, but then kind of gets stuck. Oh no, I'm up front. That's not good for any of y'all. Oh, did you see the turn? I think that was Buellman. No, SC Kicker in the yellow car just did this crazy maneuver around me.
All right, and here we go. We've got Impasta who pulled out pretty quick, running through these little S turns right here. Matt Suter coming in second. SC Kicker running third. Buellman running fourth. Up the Dale running in last place. There, our current points leader. Impasta out with a really nice lead.
Yeah, that is actually pretty good. Let's see if she can hold it. It's 2 more laps.
Going into lap 2 here, we got Buellman running up into third place, taking it away from Matt Suter. Now Impasta, SC Kicker, Buellman running third, Matt Suter fourth, Up the Dale fifth.
Now what's interesting is, again, the fight for third place, that's where the action is.
Yeah, that does seem to be a recurring theme every week so far. Everybody trying to get into that final. Hopefully we can see Buellman running into the final for the first time in this series. Pasta coming in with a 2:56, meaning she's running less than a minute for every lap, as is the rest of the top three. SC Kicker running 2:58.002, and Buellman running 2:58.814 for another beautiful first heat. That's how we like to start these things out, is running through it just like that. So congratulations to our Heat 1 winner Impasta, and our top three racers making it to the final, SC Kicker and Buellman. And we will go ahead and move on to Heat number 2. And in Heat number 2, we have Mass Chef, Risey, Code Ninja, Uplord 7, and Sergeant Loco. Sergeant Loco running in this one with us. Hopefully I can give him a run for his money. We've him and I have been kind of tangling back and forth for the last couple of races, so this should be quite interesting.
It should be. The leaderboard already with Buellman and Impasta.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Today's race brought to you by the Hyde Park Ninjas.
Just like the game that we're making, we want it to be here for years to come. Starting with, the characters, the authentic techniques that are going to go into them. And then also the NFTs. We're going to put a lot of muscle behind the NFTs and show everybody how they work the right way.
Don't worry, we're back, and eventually we're going to get Dak queued up on his cues there. No worries.
One day.
The thing about the live show is we get to have blooper clips that we're going to put together at the end of the season at some point, so it should be pretty entertaining. All right, do we have a code for Heat number 2?
We do. It is up.
There we go.
Starting by qualifier, slowing everyone down.
Right. All right, going to go ahead and get in here and get qualified myself quickly.
Yeah, while you do that, I do like the points, and I was concerned that it was going to start really creating a spread among the drivers, but it's nice to see that different tracks have created different kind of levels of competition. Hey, there goes one of the Samurai Aquatics Christmas trees. That's pretty cool. And talking about Samurai Aquatics, they're in 2 weeks they are sponsoring. So
nice. And of course, we're always happy to have Ben and the crew helping us out there. I'm trying to get into.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun to see the SC Kicker and KO Ninja. If they do well on their home track, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for them to do well on the home track. At the same time, I'm rooting for them to not do so well on the home track. So, got to keep it friendly and fun, so to speak. So I'm doing my qualifying lap right now. Hopefully be done with that here pretty quickly. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut away one more time for our broadcast partner. Today's broadcast partner, Real Node LA. Scan the QR code and go straight to the Spatial Theater and hang out with your friends to watch today's race. And we're back. I'm just about finished up with my qualifying run here, and we'll jump right into the race. Well, I certainly hope our friends over at Real Node LA are having a good time in the spatial theater.
They usually do.
It's such a party over there. It's so awesome.
I
So
definitely would enjoy the dancing part.
right? All right. So our qualifying is in. Upload 7 with a 59.68, Mass Chef 58 or 59.826. That's pretty good. KO Ninja 1 minute, Sergeant Logo with a minute, and Dak with his slow ass ride pulling up the rear.
Did you see KO Ninjas? He's got his Lucky Charms going.
I, you know, it worries me when there is a low qualifier because I've noticed that a low qualifying run translates into a really fast race. So we'll see what happens. But we're ready to race when you are. Let's get it.
We're waiting on Ricey.
Oh,
He's
we still
finishing
got a
up.
qualifier? Oh.
Now, I will say the block explorers that are being used are pretty cool. We have the Leprechaun, we have a Genesis Transformer with Ricey, we have your helmet, we have a Director B. So, I mean, there's some cool block explorers. It'll be fun when we can actually train the block explorers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully that'll be coming sooner rather than later, but we'll see. I understand there might be a possibility of uh, some controls coming a little bit prior to that. Perhaps some lane changing options or
Yep.
turbo options or something like that. So
Yeah, Jeremy definitely talked about being able to do lane shifts as one of the things that they're working on. So that'll be fun
yeah,
for folks that want to do their own gaming. Kind of at least have some level of control.
yeah, I think that's. I like the RNG aspect of it, but I would like to have a little bit of control, even if it's just a lane change or a turbo boost or something like that. It'd be nice to be able to block people out from being able to pass you or you know hitting a turbo boost to get past somebody maybe at the starting line or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, Risey finished up with his lap, coming in at a 1:01.216.
He I
So
was trying to see if the block explorers made any difference because we have a 1 of 1 that's in first place. We have a limited run with the Genesis of 1 of 10 or a 1 of 5. And I was thinking maybe, but no, did not make a difference.
yeah, not
All
yet. I
right,
don't
I'm
think.
going to start this race. Everybody ready?
All
Good
right,
luck.
here we
Good luck,
go.
drivers.
Heat number 2 is underway.
It put me off the curb.
Good place for you.
Oh,
Oh, had to put it in there. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Risey, of course, getting a nice hole shot. Mass Chef, Sergeant Loco battling it out as always. KO Ninja coming in fourth right now. Uplord pulling up last place for the moment. Hopefully we can get some excitement. Wow, they pretty bunched up here for this very thin track. Risey maintaining that lead.
I do like all those blue S1Rs, I gotta say.
Hey, gotta keep it. Risey still holding the lead. Mass Chef holding off KO Ninja for second place right now. Uplord running in fourth. Sergeant Loco fifth. And you don't see a whole lot of movement in the place changes from the start and on this track. It's just with all the turns, it does seem to be pretty difficult for these cars to navigate. Risey
And
with a great lead right now.
yeah, and the battles for third and second spot have not been as aggressive as it's been in
Yeah,
previous races. Track definitely makes a difference.
yeah. Coming up to the end of lap 2 here, we still have Risey in first, Mass Chef second, KO Ninja in third. Uplord trying to pull it back here. Sergeant Loco having some issues with his car, it looks like. Risey's still pushing it out there in first, Mass Chef second, KO Ninja still laying it down in third. Uplord doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it up into the third place spot. Wow, these turns are just incredible. KO Ninja making some ground on Mass Chef now.
Uh-oh. And we got some turns coming up.
We got some big sharp ones coming up. A huge ass turn right here. Going into the final stretch. Looks like Risey's going to pull it out with Matt Chef in second. KO Ninja in third. Uplord fourth. Sergeant Loco fifth. Sergeant Loco not making the finals for the first time in the championship.
Wow. There is going to be a major upset on the points scale this week.
Yeah, and with the points being so close together, I mean, it's the movement in the leaderboard. I think we're really going to see a lot of movement throughout the season, and probably going to be really hard for somebody to really maintain and run away with that first place spot. So making the finals is Risey with a 2:57.406, which I believe is going to be our track record mark, possibly giving Risey a second track record in the championship. So that would be pretty sweet. Mass Chef coming in second with a 2:57.959. And KO Ninja with a 2:58.724. That's pretty cool. So, looks like we have our finals are all set. Finals are going to be Impasta, SC Kicker, Buleman making the finals for the first time. Risey, Mass Chef in his second finals appearance in a row, and KO Ninja rounding out the top 6 for the finals. So we will go ahead and get that set up quickly. And
yes.
Hang on just a second here. We're going to stay right here for this. Setting this up. Yes, I should pick the right track.
And I am working on the other stuff. It's like trying to do 5 things at once.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my car to clear the blockchain here. So it's going to be just a second. So we're going to go ahead and break off for one more commercial from our sponsor. Today's race brought to you by the Hyde Park Ninjas.
Just like the game that we're making, we want it to be here for years to come. Starting with, the characters, the authentic techniques that are going to go into them. Then also the NFTs, we're going to put a lot of muscle behind the NFTs and show everybody how they work the right way.
But one of the things, you were talking about the S1s and, how you keep trying to get close to one. So if you notice when we were showing you the drivers and, who the drivers are with Castle Elite Racing, we have a sponsor, Upix World. And so Thank Me Later and Upix World group, they have been collecting S1Rs for their Layer 2 project that they have going on.
Yeah.
And they were able to sponsor us with the pretty much the car. So they are our car sponsor for Castle Elite Racing.
Yep. Yeah, and we really thank them for helping us out with that too, because I believe all of the racers for Castle Elite have been trying to get one of those S1Rs for quite some time now, and nobody's really been able to have any luck. So we really appreciate Upix World for coming through with it for us.
That I do want to point out that currently the track record is being held by Impasta at 2 minutes 56 seconds and 0.76 of a second.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she burnt it up.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Recalling.
Just I don't want to take anything away from the good work she's done. She
Well,
must have been at the track all week.
Yeah, she must have been. All right, driver's track code is posted. Let's jump in there and get those qualifying runs going. Hopefully I did it right this time. All right, so far, boy, look. So far our qualifying heat is, our qualifying lap is really close. Those times are right close together. KO Ninja with a 59.104, Risey with a 59, SC Kicker with a 59.869, Buellman with a 59.886, and of course, the way that I normally do, holding down the 5th spot right now with a 1 minute .00 or .055. All right, we're just waiting on Impasta to finish up here, and she did with a 59.997, knocking me down to the last qualifying spot again for the second week in a row.
Qualifying times.
Look at those times. Yeah, that's insane. 5 of the 6 racers running less than a minute. That's awesome. You know what I think it is? Mine is because I'm going to stop showing my qualifying lap from now on. I think that's a problem. It's like jinxing me or something. All right, racers, I hope we're ready, because here we go.
Oh, the
And
anticipation.
3, 2, 1, and the finals are off. Mass Chef just squeaking into the lead of past Risey. Code Ninja coming in 3rd. Nope, Buellman takes 3rd away for the moment. Mass Chef, Risey, Buellman, KO Ninja, Impasta, SC Kicker pulling up the last place at the moment. Mass Chef getting a little bit of a lead going on there. Oh, digging it. Buellman trying to put a move on. Coming up into 2nd place. KO Ninja into 3rd around that super tight corner. Risey in 4th. Impasta coming up in 5th. The track holder falling down to 5th place right now after one lap. Going into the lap number 2, still Matt Chef, Buellman, KO Ninja, rounding out the top 3. And they are pulling away from the rest of the field. Look at that.
Wow.
Man, they are busting out the big moves. Risey trying to catch up for 4th place. SC Kicker in 5th. Impasta in 6th. SC Kicker just holding her off in the last place there. Boy, this is tight coming around here. The top 3, the bottom 3. We got a tight race on both sides. Here we go. Matt Chef holding off Buellman. Buellman coming on hard in 2nd place. KO Ninja still in 3rd. Matt Chef gets a massive kick with a 58-second lap time. Now extending the lead. Matt Chef, Buellman, KO Ninja, and Risey coming in 4th. SC Kicker 5th. Impasta rounding out the top 6. Matt Chef still holding on to that pretty large lead over Buellman. And they are both pulling away from KO Ninja. Oh, I might have called this earlier. I was giving the Hyde Park Ninja crew a little razzing earlier, so I might have called this.
Just remember, they could kick your ass.
I know. And here we go into the final stretch. It's going to be Matt Chef, Buellman coming in 2nd, KO Ninja 3rd. Wow. Oh, and I couldn't even tell you who's... who. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Matt Chef 1st, Buellman 2nd, KO Ninja 3rd, Risey squeaking out 4th by 2 1,000ths of a second. Oh
Wow,
my
that-
God. SC Kicker coming in 5th. And Impasta rounding out the top 6 to finish that out.
Did you see that ended between Ricey and SC Kicker?
What a race. That was absolutely awesome. Awesome race. Congratulations to all of our racers one more time. Congratulations to Buellman making a huge comeback after missing the finals the first 2 weeks. Not only making the finals, but making it up to a 2nd place finish for this week. That is absolutely spectacular. Matt Chef fishing out with a 2:56.406 to take the win. And what a
That
nice... might be close
Let's see.
to the record.
No.
Nope.
Impasta still has the track record at 2:56.076.
Oh, wow. 4 100ths of a
That was
second
blazing
faster.
fast.
Wow. So, congratulations to all of our racers one more time this week. Thank you all for joining us. Dak, any final words before we close out this edition? I know
Yes.
next week we are off. We are taking a week break. And then we come back the following week,
May 12th.
May 12th. And we are racing where?
Rio Promenade.
Oh, nice. Headed
And
off
that-
to Rio de Janeiro.
And that is brought to you by Diamond Auto Group.
Oh, excellent.
And TMS and his shop.
Excellent. So catch us again 2 weeks, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 UTC time, right here on the Metaverse Racing News Network. Congratulations to all of our finalists again this week. Thank you all for watching. Again, you'll be able to catch the replay if you missed anything on our YouTube channel, and we will see you on the track.